Welcome y'all to Worship World Magazine. Today we're going to discuss Southeast Inspirational Choir.
Yeah.
For those of you who are not that familiar with it, in 1970, Brenda Waters, Shirley Joyner, and Carl Preacher did directing, playing, singing, writing, and founded this choir. In the beginning, Miss Brenda Waters directed the choir, Carl played organ, and Miss Shirley played the piano. This choir has been all over the world and has set the standard for other choirs to meet. They've had many famous songs, inspirational songs. And here's a list of some of the songs that you may be familiar with. My Liberty, You Made the Difference, Inspire Me, Just Like Jesus, Satisfied with Jesus, Bless That Wonderful Name, I'm Going Through, What the Lord Has Done for Me, Glorify Thy Name, I Can Do All Things and Fill Me with Your Spirit. So if you listen, you're looking to find out what songs you should begin listening to, that would be a good list for you to look up and listen to. And when I was going over this list of names, one of the things that struck me is a lot of these song names could be used by the preacher and probably has been used by the preacher as the subject. I can hear him now saying, Matthew 4th chapter, verse 200, our subject today is satisfied with Jesus. You could use any of those names, and I can hear preachers preaching from those. Now, I'm not going to go through all the history of Southeast Inspirational Choir. You can look that up. But today, I want to get into the inside of Southeast Inspirational Choir, maybe cover some things you haven't heard or don't know. We are honored to have here today with us Miss Reese Joyner Peters.
That's me. That's
Hello,
me.
Reese.
Hello, Dr. Red.
How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. I can't complain. I'm excited to be here with you today.
And first thing we have to say is praise the Lord, everybody.
Okay. Okay. Praise the Lord.
Now, Reese was in Southeast Inspirational Choir and was a soloist on various songs also.
Yeah.
She is also the daughter of Shirley Joyner, a founder of Southeast Inspirational Choir.
Yes.
Now, before we begin, let's start with your name, because I'm sure it's been pronounced a lot of different ways, and everybody likes their name to be pronounced correctly. So, what I want people to look at is
and pronunciations of things.
I couldn't hear you.
Uh-oh.
There we go.
Okay, something's happening with the screen. Okay. Oh, I see.
You see?
I see.
Now,
I do see.
Is your name Reese, or Reese? How would you like your name pronounced? Let's get people calling you by the correct name.
It's really funny that you even mentioned this. The other day, my husband and I stopped by just grab some food, and spelled Rizzy. I said, I've never seen that. And she called me Rizzy. I said, well, hey, let's just go with it. Okay, but no, the correct pronunciation of actually, well, what I use is Reese. I'm actually named after an opera singer, French opera singer, and her name is Reese Stevens. The correct spelling of my name, there's actually a diaeresis over the E, which is the two dots but that's just really not commonplace. I put that over over that E, and nobody knows what it is. And then on computers, it doesn't make sense anyway. So Reese is just the easiest way to spell it with the accent, to not be called Rise. But yeah,
Yeah.
Reese is everybody called me Reese except my dad. My dad would call me Risa, especially when he was angry with me. But yeah. But yeah, Reese is good. I'm good with that one.
I remember when I was young, churches had pianos. Some of them had organs.
Mm-hmm.
And there was one church in our town that was labeled extreme because they had a drum and tambourine also.
They were cutting edge.
Yeah, they were cutting edge back then.
Absolutely.
They were not looked upon as true, I guess, worshipers. They were on the extreme. Then we come, and I go to Southeast concert. It's in the early days.
Yeah.
They had bass, they had guitars, of course, drums.
Yeah.
And they set a standard for a lot of choirs that we see today that probably wouldn't be where they are if it hadn't been for Southeast Inspirational Choir.
Yeah.
Now,
yeah, that's a pretty true statement.
Can you give me an idea of what it was like with Southeast in the beginning, before they were well known and famous? Were there any naysayers, I would say, that you knew about?
You know, Dr. Riggs, the thing is, when they first started, I was a baby. I was a kid, like maybe 4 or 5 years old. And so what I do recall, it's almost like right off the bat when, well, first of all, it was 2 churches that joined together to make the choir. And they were simply just doing a fundraiser for the 2 particular churches, just to raise money for the summer events, you know, the little travel, take a little trip to Six Flags, something like that. Just for the churches, nothing extreme, just for the youth departments. And then they got notoriety here in the city because there was nothing like that.
Yes.
That existed with that kind of fire, that kind of power, just that kind of singing for kids so young. And so what I do, my earliest gaining that national notoriety was at the Gospel Music Workshop of America in Dallas, Texas. Went on a road trip. They took a road trip that week for the convention, and it was 50 kids. I remember, and of course, again, still I wasn't yet old enough to be there, but wherever my mama went, I went to.
Yes.
So they, in their little pastel shirts and their little black pants, looking like the Sunday school choir, they went in there, and when they opened their mouths, it just sounded like angels singing. And again, these were kids like 13 to 18 years old. They were kids. So to hear that kind of sound was like amazing. And that's where James Cleveland first heard them. And almost immediately, he just catapulted them to a whole nother level nationally, because he wanted to record them immediately. So it was like the stepping stone was really here with the concert that they did. And after that, it was like gone. They were out there. Yeah, it was amazing how quickly it happened.
Did your mother ever say how she was able to get so many young